Boot it up, don't crash today. Wi-Fi's moody, that's okay. Coffee's loading, brain's still light. Callie's locked in, Techie's tagged. We're logging in with Callie and Techie. Callie bringing culture. Techie talks Techie. Stories, culture, updates too. It's logging in, brought to you. System ready, slightly unstable. You're logging in for boredom not found. You're logging in, best show around.
Okay, time to log in for another exciting episode of
Exciting, yeah.
our logging in
I'm
show.
logged in.
I'm just logging in. My brain is more so logging in now. Now that we've gotten to the point of the snow is melting.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah. So that's where my brain is. All right. Do you want to go and start us off, or you want me to start, or how do we do this?
Yeah, I can start. You know, the one of the hot topics that's going on in the nation, as far as globally, of course, is the conflict with Iran. Just on Monday, Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth, he said that the United States was prepared to escalate its attacks on Iran and insisted the country would ultimately be forced into what he described as unconditional surrender. Quote, he said, this is war, this is conflict, this is bringing your enemy to their knees. Now, whether they will have a ceremony in Tehran Square and surrender, that's up to them. So he's talking big smack. He said President Trump knows, I know, and you don't tell the enemy, you don't tell the press, you don't tell anybody what your limits would be on an operation. We're willing to go as far as we need in order to be successful. Now, there seems to be a level of miscommunication in the situation, because today Trump is, touting, that the war will be over very soon. Like, he's talking like, things are going to be coming to a close. And I'm like, I find that interesting because your defense secretary just said yesterday, and of course things could change, according to what the president says Monday. And then, 2 hours later, he could say something different. But what's also interesting is the president is saying that the war will be over very soon, and Iran is saying they are not interested in negotiations. They are not interested in ending this war anytime soon. And it makes sense to me because I'm like, the U.S. just took out the new leader's father like less than a week ago, or about a week ago. And then the girls' school that, the U.S. did not want to claim responsibility for doing away with all those girls at the school. I think it was like 194 girls at a girls'
Something
school.
like that.
Yeah, but it looks like, the U.S. is starting to concede and say, okay, well, we'll go with that. Not saying, oh, yeah, we did it, we take responsibility. Just like, okay, well, we'll go with that. I saw that this morning. And so I'm just saying, so, how presumptuous and arrogant of the president to say, oh, yeah, the war is going to be over very soon, as if he has Iran right where he wants them, that they're going to surrender, because they're not wanting to surrender. And like I said, you just took out the new leader's father less than 2 weeks ago. Do you really think he's going to roll over and say, oh, well, yeah, that was just the casualty of war? No, his father is dead. Like, yeah, I don't think they're just going to bow out gracefully like that. So that's the latest and the greatest that's going on as far as the war. And that is, we are still on. So I don't
goes
know.
deeper. It goes deeper than that, though, because I mean, at the
Oh, of
grocery store,
course. Oh, of
I'm
course. There's so
hearing
much. We just don't have enough time.
no, but I'm hearing the teenagers that are at the grocery store. And I use teenager lightly because pretty much 17, 18. But they are actually actively talking about the fact that they are getting messages from, I don't know what sources or if it's people from their community or what it is, but basically be prepared for a draft.
Oh yeah. Yeah. That is I saw that yesterday. They're already asking the press secretary, Caroline Levitt, will there be a draft? And she said she didn't say that it would. She just said that there is nothing that's being left off the table, and that includes a draft. So yeah. And so again, the information is so conflicting because we just sent ground troops over there, and again, the president is saying the war is going to be over very, very soon. I mean, he's been saying that, throughout the day. Press secretary is saying that drafts is not off the table. Defense secretary is saying this is war and we're going to go as long as we can. So it's just like, what's going on? I don't know if the president is saying the war is going to be over very, very soon to calm the concerns here in the U.S. because, of course, we'll get to that later about the oil that's going up. And, people are concerned again that, hey, you said no new wars. You said everything that you projected on Kamala, who was running against him, is exactly what he's doing. He said that she's going to cause the wars, and she's going to start a war. And in fact, he started the war. So, I don't know. It's so much that remains to be seen because now there are so many parties involved. I mean, Russia is allegedly giving intelligence away, giving up information as far as where the U.S. facilities are located. Russia and China are coming together to support Iran. We're cornering Ukraine and Zelensky, telling him that we need his munition. And I thought, according to Trump, we have enough munition to last forever. But do we or don't we? Because why would we be then going to Zelensky basically saying like, hey, we helped you, so now, you got to help us. So when I think about what I just read as far as what Defense Secretary Hegseth said, as far as, you don't tell, your ops or basically your enemy what your limits would be in an operation. I'm wondering, is that why Trump is giving conflicting information, saying it'll be over very soon, in spite of what the rest of his parties of his administration is saying? I don't know, but I know that it's not good to leave the American people hanging. But I mean, at this point, when have the American people not been left hanging by this administration? So, yeah.
Yeah.
I can't even imagine a draft. And let me just say this one part, and then I'll let you say your point. About the draft, are they going to do, remember the movie? It's really old. It's called Saving Private Ryan.
Yep.
If a person has only one son, will they be excused from the draft, or one child? Would they be excused from the draft? Or under this administration, will that not matter? So yeah, all kind of thoughts starts to, go through your mind when you think about a draft and how long this can, go on. But Iran has been ready for 20 years waiting for this. So it's not like, they were so caught off guard that they don't have anything to combat with, I guess you can say. Go ahead.
No, definitely. I mean, the one thing that needs to be looked at is the amount of people that were drafted but basically opposed to do anything. And again, it's like you can't necessarily force somebody to be good at combat. They're not just going to drop them in the middle of a combat zone if they're refusing to do anything with combat.
But look at how they did the folks in Ukraine when everything started with Putin, and they were, drafting men who were like in their 40s and 50s, and if you were considered healthy, we're drafting you, and it's like you're putting them in military operations. Where's the training? Where is the anything? You're just putting them in combat out of nowhere. That's why people were fleeing the country as much as they could. So I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
No.
It's definitely concerning. I'm not losing any sleep over it at this time, but I'm just saying it is concerning, you know?
No, the young people
There's
though
a
are
lot
losing
of,
sleep. That's what's interesting.
as they should, and parents of young people, I can understand that, you know? Again, it's very concerning because it seems like also with under this administration there are no protocols. So, you know, yeah, there are other presidents and other Republican administrations prior that, you know, yeah, we went to war, but they at least followed the protocols and involved Congress. You know, they followed the steps. This administration is completely doing away with protocol and just going full speed ahead on whatever it is that they want to do, you
Right.
know. And so who knows what can happen when it comes to, you know, people who are 18 and under and over, excuse me. I don't know. I don't
Maybe.
know, but I know that I also wondered if he was saying that the war will be over very very soon because it's definitely going to impact midterms. Just saying, as if we didn't have
It,
enough that would impact midterms. But yeah.
yeah. Well, speaking of people making their voice clear,
Mm-hmm.
the most unusual thing, I mean, remember how I went and I mentioned about there's this trend of people getting invited to perform at parties, but then they find out there's only one person?
Right.
Right. So the new
What's going on with
trend
that?
is now calling out companies for things that really they shouldn't be called out for. And in this
What do you
case, I'm
mean?
talking about the company that's spelled PetSmart. Now,
PetSmart.
yes, well,
Uh
is it?
huh.
Because there's someone that came out with a song that's basically titled, Is It Pets Mart or Pet Smart?
What?
Yes. And
Wait
the
a
reason,
minute.
yep,
Oh my
yep.
goodness.
And the
And the
reason,
purpose of this is what?
no clue, but it gets deeper. This gets really deep.
It
The
gets deeper,
purpose
okay?
the purpose of the song is that the word pet is in red. The word smart is in blue. However, there is a bouncing ball that's in between the letter T and the S.
Okay.
So if you look at the
Okay.
logo, look up the logo PetSmart, and you will see that there is something in between the pet with the T and the S of the smart,
Let
which
me take a
means,
look.
yeah, take a look.
Uh-huh. Keep going. Uh-huh.
Yeah. So as a result, the question that the person is asking is it Pets Mart, as in a marketplace for pets, or is it Pet Smart, meaning that the pets happen to be smart? Again, the
Wow.
social media team of PetSmart was not prepared for this, and it's even resulted
Yeah.
in this guy going on national news. He's created a rally where he went
A
and he sang
rally.
the song. Yes, at a PetSmart in LA, he did a rally um,
Uh-huh.
over this whole controversy that he's made himself. It was called the PetSmart Rally for Truth by Ben Lapidus.
Yeah.
Yep, yep. It took place at the
Wait a
Sherman Oak
minute.
PetSmart in Los Angeles. Go ahead.
So the question is it pets that are smart or is this a mart for pets?
Correct.
Now, what I find funny outside of that in itself, PetSmart has been existing for years.
Correct.
For many, many years. the first thought that popped in my mind was, how old is this person that came up with this
Gen Z.
question? Because,
Gen Z.
huh?
Gen
Yeah,
Z.
because it's been out. Okay, because it's been out for so long, and so they're Gen Z, and
Yeah.
they were on television.
They
Or
are
it's
all over
going
the news.
viral.
If you look up Ben Lapidus, Lapidus, and you look up the PetSmart Rally for Truth, you will see the song, you will see the whole controversy, you will see, and essentially what ended up happening is that PetSmart even gave out a bunch of gift cards at the rally. And the guy's demanding right now for the CEO to answer the question, and the PetSmart Instagram account has even answered the question. But the problem is the way that they answered the question is they went and they showed a, best way of putting it is a bulletin board with the word pet on one line, and then on the next line the word smart. The only problem is that the word smart, they only had the M-A-R-T underlined. I believe that might have been a mistake on their part, but people are saying the question still has not been answered because they didn't underline the S.
Right. And they did that on purpose.
I don't know.
I
don't know. It looked like they were trying.
I mean, you respond, huh?
I believe that the PetSmart Corporation has no idea what they're doing when it comes to social media because they're not catering to this age group. They're just being dragged into a massive campaign that they don't even know how to handle.
But they didn't go back, and if it was a mistake, they didn't go back and fix it.
No.
And to me, it seems like they left it out there questionable, just like it's been questionable. So they really didn't answer the question.
No.
So
They've been answering the question. They've been making it crystal clear. It is PetSmart. And it's not that the pet is smart. It's the fact of PetSmart is a expression that was used a long time ago, way before Gen Z, where you would go and you would say that someone is food smart, or you would say that someone is insert subject smart. It just was. There's no question.
What's funnier to me is that this came up as a question to begin with, whereas it went viral.
Video. It came up as a music video question. They made a whole music video
question. Wow.
Of is it Pet Smart or is it Pet Smart?
Wow.
And they literally say in the lyrics, it can't be both.
You know, and all this time in saying the word PetSmart, I thought it was just like Kmart, PetSmart. You know, it's for pets, and
right.
this is a
You're
marketplace.
Right. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Walmart. Yeah. I mean, you know, the list goes on and on. And so what? Yeah.
So it's a metal song. That makes it even more funny.
It's a what kind of song?
It's metal. The song
is
it's
metal. A heavy metal song?
It's a heavy metal song.
Hilarious.
Asking to answer the question of what is it? Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Interesting.
Yeah.
Well, I guess they got the answer, and it got traction for both the company and the person who made the video.
Right, but everybody's criticizing the company as their social media team is not doing a good job with the attention they're getting right now.
So they're probably going to hire. They probably never really had to hire a social media team. I mean, you know, I would be surprised if they don't have anyone.
They have a social media team, but the social media team wasn't focused on this type of media. And even the social media team has basically mentioned in one of their social media posts that they almost don't know what to do because they need approval from people who are higher up than them that may not necessarily understand what's going on.
What's interesting is that people are taking it seriously enough to criticize the social media team as if they're really bothered because it needs to be clearly defined that it's PetSmart. Like, why are you so bothered now that you're going as far as criticizing the social media team, and now the company is just like, oh my gosh, we don't know what to do because everybody's making a big deal about, is it PetSmart or PetSmart? It's very interesting, the things that the selective, I won't call it selective outrage, but the selective inquiries, and it's being made as a big deal. It's interesting.
Right. So meanwhile, on top of all this, you have entrepreneurs and business people that are looking at this as a case study of what not to do when your company gets viral. Just like we were looking at the McDonald's thing in a few episodes back.
McDonald's thing. Do you know how many videos and shorts I've seen of people trying the Archburger, and people really breaking down, what he did and how he like pushed the meat back and really just took bites of the bun and
Right.
But then when he shows you, it makes it looks like he took a bite of the burger, but he didn't. It's really interesting because again, then Burger King jumped on board, and now their videos are coming out. I'm like, this is really I even looked at, this is really interesting, and I even looked at a lady who is a body language expert, and she was reviewing the video, and she was saying that she doesn't believe that he took a full bite and all that stuff, and his eyes and the areas where he should be showing excitement, like and all that, he only did that when he talked about how crispy the onions were. But when he was talking about the burger itself, the body language was off. There was no excitement in his face. His eyebrows didn't raise, as if like, if this is good and wow, your eyebrow, there's going to be some body language in your face, some expression when you're saying something like wow. It's not going to be the same pan face expression the whole time. And then the only time you show expression is when you're talking about how crispy the onions are. But the point that she made at the end was, this is a really good way to get people to try the Archburger. Really good marketing. And I thought about what you said during our last login when you said the same thing, how this actually may get more people to try it, and people are actually trying it. It's interesting.
Correct. So,
yeah.
And I'm going to add another layer to this Ben Lapidus thing that we haven't even discussed yet. Ben Lapidus was on America's Got Talent.
Oh, shoot. Okay.
He was the one.
Yeah, there's another
the original
angle.
The original song called Parmesan Cheese. And initially, Howie Mandel, Heidi Klum, Sophia, Simon, they all buzzed the act, but the audience asked for an encore to convince the judges to let him through. Howie still voted no. Heidi and Simon all retracted their buzzers and changed their vote to yes, means that he was sent to the next round. But essentially, the thing is that he didn't receive enough votes to continue as he went into the next song. So, again, he basically showed us what he could do with Parmesan cheese, but no one took him seriously, and now he's got a company basically running scared of him.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, no.
I tell you.
But that's what I'm saying. It's like, these are things that people aren't talking about. And yet... And there's no reason to talk about this. Like, here's the craziest thing. Ben Lapidus, if you go and look him up on Spotify, you can actually play the song PetSmart. The fact that he even uses the PetSmart logo is crazy.
Well, he knows how to make himself go viral, I'll tell you that.
Yeah. No, so that's what I'm saying. It's either it's an accident or he really absolutely knows what he's doing. So that's why I wanted to at least kind of get that out there and showcase what is currently going on with this really crazy thing. So, speaking of YouTubers and all these other things, something that we've been talking about over and over and over again, the MrBeast $1,000,000 puzzle is finally solved.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. It has been solved. It did not make it to April. They were definitely right when they were saying that it was very close to being solved. And it did get solved. And it was done by a guy by the name of Colin. Which is just, again, thinking about it, this is just like absolutely crazy when you think of it. But yeah, I think that happened 3 days ago. 2-3 days ago.
So is he going to get the $1 million?
He's getting the $1 million. His name is Colin Sanders.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. It actually got solved.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, and to think that that started during the Super Bowl. Wow.
That started during the Super Bowl, and this is, again, I keep going back to this. When it comes to these marketing campaigns, it's literally all about the understanding and the acknowledgement of where these programs are going. And that what they did of doing a campaign that started on February 8th, it actually even started before February 8th because there were things being posted about it. And the fact that someone finally found the right combination that they're supposed to do and solved the puzzle, we still don't know what exactly the answer is yet. But we do know that MrBeast recorded the live conversation of Colin getting through the puzzle and resulting in him getting a call with MrBeast. So,
oh, well, that's good.
Yeah, so Colin actually was shocked when he realized that MrBeast was speaking to him, letting him know that he won the puzzle. And that it's
sure
the end
he
of the
was.
puzzle and he just won $1 million.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd be shocked too. I'd be shocked too, greatly.
So when MrBeast asked Colin, why did it take so long to finish this puzzle? Colin actually said the challenges had different clues and was not easy to figure it out. And that it was hard and there was a lot going on. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So, again, we're now all waiting to find out what exactly is the solution to the MrBeast $1 million puzzle. Which is funny that we keep calling it the MrBeast $1 million puzzle when it's really Salesforce's puzzle. Salesforce is the one that paid for this whole thing. But yeah, Salesforce is the one that put out the Super Bowl commercial. MrBeast, though, was the one who helped them create all this excitement. So MrBeast is using Salesforce as the sponsor of the puzzle. So it's a collaboration between MrBeast and Salesforce. Yeah.
Oh.
But yeah, everyone's just trying. And the puzzle is officially closed.
Okay.
So you can't access any of the puzzle stuff anymore.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
So as a result,
it's been solved, and the $1 million has been.
People are building walkthroughs and all these
claimed,
other things.
so.
But again, we're watching
Congratulations
all these
to him.
demonstrations consistently of various forms of ways that advertisers are influencing the marketplace. And yeah, but that's what's happening. That big merger.
Advertisers and social media influencers.
And that kind of goes and changes the direction of what it means not only to be an influencer, but to essentially interact with a larger brand like Salesforce on what one might consider the biggest stage in the world through the Super Bowl and their advertising scheme. The problem is that now this has been done. If MrBeast decides to do anything like this again in the future, is it going to be looked at as, oh, he's already done that? Or is there a way to elevate it to the next level? That I don't know where one can go with that type of answer.
Yeah, you got me. I wouldn't be surprised if they do something to tweak it and change it a little bit. But who knows? Sometimes, people say, if it's not broken, don't fix it. But
Who knows?
again, might add a little twist. I don't know. I don't know. But I know that for them to do it at the Super Bowl and then for it to, they gave it a date of April and it was solved in March and it was actually solved, So
And we'll learn more
shout out to all the
this
participants,
individual
but
as things
Colin
go on.
won.
All right, so what
Congratulations
do
to
you have
him.
on
Man.
your list?
Yeah. Yeah. Let's see if I have anything that can transition from winning $1 million,
Isn't that
excuse
perfect?
me. And I
That's
don't.
actually that's actually really funny.
It's totally opposite. We're looking at yeah, looking at the Surgeon General nominee, President Trump's nominee, Dr. Casey Means. She's facing tough questions from lawmakers during her, or she faced rather tough questions during her Senate confirmation hearing. Senator Susan Collins pressed her about comments that she made in her book, Good Energy in 2024, where she encouraged people to consider guided psilocybin therapy, the psychedelic compound commonly known as magic mushrooms. Okay. Collins said that she was concerned about the recommendation, noting that the psychedelic is currently classified as a Schedule 1 drug under federal law. And I'll explain what that means. But getting back to how Dr. Casey responded, she said, I believe what I would say as a private citizen is in many cases different than what I would say as a public health official. Joining a team where the purpose of this role is to communicate absolutely the best evidence-based science to the American people to keep them safe, thriving, and healthy. She then said she would not recommend the drug to Americans and emphasized that any potential medical uses still require more research. But it's interesting that she recommended it in her book, encouraged people to use it. But then as a Surgeon General, like she said, what I say privately versus publicly would be different. And it's like, I can understand public conversation versus private conversations, but your book is not private. Your book is public. So that was something that popped in my head. And now you're being considered, you're the nominee for a Surgeon General. It's just interesting because this drug is known to cause hallucinations, panic reactions, nausea, vomiting, muscle weakness, and lack of coordination. So, yeah, she was being questioned by the Senate on that. And I find, that she should have been because, you get into the spot of the Surgeon General, you get into that role and it's like, what are you going to be suggesting, to people, American people, children, teenagers, young adults who are really susceptible to what they see online and coming across as a recommendation. I think that she should have been questioned on that. But I just found it interesting again that she said, well, what I would say privately versus what I would say publicly would absolutely be different. But
Right.
yeah, your book is perfect. I'm sorry, your book is not perfect. Your book is public, excuse me. So you're still putting that information out publicly as a doctor. You just weren't at the time being considered the Surgeon General, but you are still a doctor. So, yeah,
I
that's
wanna-
what I have
Oh, tell me about
That's
that.
one of the
Tell me,
topics that
well,
I
I
have.
was going to go and I was just going to group a
Did you
few
hear
of
about the
mine
United
all together
Airlines?
based upon what you
Go
were
ahead.
saying
You want to
about that
switch?
because it's like I think it kind of speaks to what's going on in society right now. Because in earlier episodes of
Yeah.
Logging In, we were discussing about outages that were taking place everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
And so now Amazon is making senior engineers sign off on AI assisted changes that their
Mm-hmm.
juniors happen to work on, which means you just got rid of all these human beings. And now you're getting outages, and now you're realizing that you need human beings that have a higher skill to go in to make sure that the
Mm-hmm.
AI system is not messing up the way that it's been. But if you would have just kept the human beings that you got rid of because you were doing cost saving money for AI, then you wouldn't have the problems you're having now. And then the other problem, yeah, the other thing I wanted to bring up is that people who were working
Oh my
as third
goodness.
parties for the Ray-Ban Meta, they actually discovered of footage of people using the bathroom. Basically, some of the
Mm-hmm.
users that were like beta testing these Meta glasses, they're finding that they'll put them on a bedroom drawer, for example,
Uh-huh.
and then if their wife comes in and then completely strips naked and to get ready for bed or who knows what, it's like, well,
Mm-hmm.
now that's on the cloud, which means they have to review that. And there's all, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. So, yep, yep.
What?
There is a lot of naked footage, uh,
Oh
which is like,
no.
yep, yep, yeah,
Oh
yeah.
no.
Yeah. So, like in the BBC was
That's
reporting that the ICO is
terrible.
writing to Meta over concerns over this report that took place of these whistleblowers that are saying the workers had to watch shot footage of people using the bathroom, engaging in intercourse and all kinds of other fun, or just getting dressed in the morning. Yeah. So, like a man putting glasses on the bedside table.
What?
Nope. Yep. Yeah,
And
they
and
said
nobody was saying
they
anything
said an
about
example
it.
was there was a video of a man who put the glasses
Huh?
on the bedside table. He left the room.
Say that
Shortly
again?
after, his wife comes in and changes her clothes right in front of the camera without her realizing that she was giving a show to. Yeah, yeah.
Oh.
Basically,
And
that's
so
from
all of
my
this was going
understanding.
on
I
and
could be
nobody
wrong,
said
but
anything until the
that's
whistleblowers.
the basic understanding that I have. Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
that's when it got out to the public, basically, when all the reports
So
started, I guess
basically,
you can
that
say.
means that employees who were reviewing the footage were
That's
finding some of the footage that they were
wow.
receiving included people's bank cards if they happen to look down at their bank card. Yeah. So we're talking data
Oh
breaches,
no!
naked bodies,
Oh, this is too
and
much.
more.
Oh man.
Don't even get me started about it. It didn't mention it, but don't even get me started. If
Yes.
someone wearing one of these
Oh, that's
pairs of glasses or whatever
terrible.
is giving their kids a bath or changing a diaper, who knows? Yeah, yeah, yep,
Yeah.
yep.
Right. All these pervs or potential pervs just
Well,
sitting
right now
behind.
there's a lot
My
of discussion
lord.
taking place,
And what was the
especially in
response? Any yet?
the UK when it comes to what's going on here. But but yeah, it's sending private user footage to human surveyors at Meta.
Mm, mm, mm.
Yeah, where the workers are. Yeah,
Mm, mm,
which
mm.
is why those
Isn't
glasses are
that
not in my
something?
home.
Absolutely terrible.
Yeah, no, I mean, and then you've
Right.
got OpenAI is being sued
Lord, oh my
for practicing
goodness.
law without a license
Wow.
because there was a lady that ended up making a deal with her insurance company as far as the settlement, But then when she put the settlement through OpenAI with ChatGPT, ChatGPT recommended that the settlement wasn't actually good, and then caused her to then put in a bunch of things to the court. Well, no. Basically, sued the insurance company
Legal
multiple times
information.
for all kinds of things. But the
Lord.
problem is that a lot of it was just being rejected, and basically the insurance company is saying, as a result, ChatGPT is practicing law without a license. So OpenAI is being sued for practicing law without a license. I mean, the next thing that I could see happening is OpenAI figuring out
wow.
what exactly the test is and requirements to get a license, and they go and they get ChatGPT a legal license. So that way they are no longer practicing law without a license. That's all I can see.
And then
Basically.
you'll be paying. Then you'll have a separate amount you can pay for ChatGPT Legal
Yeah.
Pro.
Yeah. So I don't
and
know.
subscribe to that, right? Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah, no, that's why I was just like,
My little story
hey, let me
about
just,
technology is
if you're
nothing
gonna say
compared to
this, let me
yours.
just
Then
throw out
my
what's
goodness.
going on in the what's being discussed in the tech world, which is basically Amazon should have never fired people for using AI. AI is being sued because it's practicing law without a license. And
Yep.
the human beings that are using these video glasses are basically
Practicing
exposing
law
everything that's
without a
going on in
license.
their world
Oh
that they
my
probably would
gosh.
not want exposed. That's right. Meanwhile, you have
Absolutely.
MrBeast giving away $1
Absolutely
million
not. That's
online
horrifying for
for
people.
solving a puzzle that took up everybody's time and life. Like, look how
For
long
solving
it
a
took
puzzle.
to solve this one thing. And then you've got like this generation that is taking an institution like PetSmart and
Oh,
yeah,
man.
that was the funniest thing that PetSmart did, is that they came out with one thing that was going and saying this is a ball and not a an apostrophe.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's not
No,
P E
pet,
T apostrophe
not
as they're
pets,
saying it's a
not pet.
ball,
It's
like
a
pets,
it's
dogs,
a building
have
that
balls
is
like,
smart in
toys.
their knowledge about pets.
Pet Smart. Yeah.
They are pet smart. Right. That's it.
Got it.
That's the answer.
Pet Smart. We're Pet Smart.
Well,
Okay.
I think they
Okay.
should go after Walmart
Pet
because it's
Smart.
like
Walmart.
wall. What do you
Kmart.
mean wall? You're a mart
Okay.
for walls? Yes. Something like
Well, isn't
something
that
like
named
that. But
after
I think that
isn't
would
that named
be
after
the
somebody
next.
though?
I mean,
Isn't Walmart the last name of
there's another
somebody? Yeah.
comedian that
Yeah.
ended up going and saying that you know that there's a company that's called Men's Warehouse, right? Yeah. Basically, what they realized is that
Yeah, it's old
is it
school.
Men's Warehouse, or if we go and remove the S and just keep the men part, is it Men's Warehouse?
I can't. Oh my gosh. Well, look at my small story on technology. I mean, what you just said was major on different scales. ChatGPT being sued for practicing law without a license, and um, just as
Yeah.
bad, if not more, as far as data privacy and just citizen privacy, undressing and things like that. Um, United
Right.
Airlines, they have this policy where they're introducing mandatory headphones. Um, yeah, United Airlines is quietly updating its passenger policies and introduced a new rule aimed at reducing cabin noise. Under the updated contract of carriage, passengers who listen to music, watch videos, or use devices that emit sound are now required to wear headphones. The airline said travelers who refuse to follow the rule could be removed from the aircraft and potentially banned from flying with United in the future. Travel experts noted that while most airlines encourage headphone use, United appears to be the first U.S. major carrier to explicitly threaten removal of passengers who play audio out loud. The company said the changes reflects the preferences of most travelers who generally expect a quieter cabin environment. Now, anytime I travel, of course, I travel with headphones, earbuds, and headphones, but I don't know that I've been, maybe, I don't know if it's because my headphones have been on, but I haven't really experienced people that are watching things and they don't have headphones, like where I'm listening to other, passengers and whatever they're viewing. But I guess it happens if they made it a rule. But can you imagine being removed from an aircraft? Because, and guess what? I would not be surprised if there's going to be some unruly person who always wants to test the rules and doesn't like authority. They're gonna try it and I dare you to put me off this plane because I don't have headphones. Really, I have it on volume 1. Who's it bothering? Those types, right? That just want to test the rules no matter what. They did say if you happen to forget your
No, well, they're gonna say they're gonna say they have a disability. They're gonna say they have a disability. And essentially, they can't
put the headphones on.
Headphones on, or they can't
then you can't play your device, or you're gonna have to get off the plane. And somebody,
but now you're
right
being
because I have a disability, and it's like, what is your disability? Because you can't you is there something in your ear preventing you from putting in the earbuds? Okay, well, what about headphones that you put over your ear? You can't have anything over your ear. Yeah, that's gonna be interesting to try to prove. But they did say for those who have forgotten their earbuds or headphones, they are prepared to provide them for you. But the unruly ones, we're going to see.
For free or for cost?
Let's see.
Free or cost?
It just says, it's probably
That's
free.
An important.
Well, I don't know, because it says, and for anyone who forgets their headphones, United said flight crews, may. So it's not even guaranteed. So let me run that back. Oh, yeah, it says free.
Yeah,
Airline may, heavy on the may, provide free earbuds if available. So there's your conditionals right there. May and if. If they're available, then we'll provide it. So there's the big if then.
People are going to abuse it. They're going to say they don't have a pair of headphones. They're gonna go get these things. They're gonna have a pair of headphones anyway.
Give me yours.
Because they're gonna want the United headphones, and this is gonna be the next Stanley Cup, which can now be found at
the
TJ
Stanley
Maxx.
Cup, hilarious. Yeah, yep. So that was my little small technology story. Headphones. Yeah, that's all I got for
Yeah. Meanwhile, I'm going in the apocalypse, like I forget the name of it, like Black Mirror type situation,
right.
Oh my goodness, I forgot the name of the show. Oh my goodness.
Oh yeah, Twilight Zone. Yeah,
that's the word I was looking for.
Yeah.
It would have come off better if I remembered it and smoother. Here, let's take 2. You know what? It's kind of like Black Mirror or the Twilight Zone.
Yeah, there you go.
There, I nailed it.
It does feel like we're in a Twilight Zone, kid you not. And that's with everything. Technology, everything that's going on in the nation, everything that's going on globally. We are seeing things that we've never seen before. It is like the Twilight Zone. Literally.
There you go. I think we did it. I think we covered enough to at least keep people interested in tuning in next time.
Yeah, I think we covered enough. We can log off right here and pick back up next week and log back in and take it from there. Of course, we're going to have more things to talk about. For sure.
All right, let's log it out then.
Okay,
right,
logging out. Bye.
Everyone. Bye.
Cali bringing culture. Techie talks Techie. Stories, culture, updates too. It's Locking In, brought to you. Sister